China are like many hours ahead of us. He has run on the Great Wall of China.
Wow.
He's put some amazing photos here. Do you know everybody except Kenya uses our athletes for tourism promotion?
Yeah.
The picture he has put running on the Great Wall of China?
Oh, yeah.
I want to go to the Great Wall of China now.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
No, Roy, we don't know what we have in Kenya.
Celebrate yourself.
We don't know the value.
Campaign called Celebrate Yourself.
And we don't use sports people enough to market more than a sport event.
Exactly.
You can use sports people to market products, to market the country.
People who are in charge
that.
in Kenya, the problem is the people who are in charge celebrate themselves. They don't celebrate the people who
put them there.
People in charge just eat bribes.
I didn't say.
That's all they do.
I miss Uko.
And then I have some very nice statistics here. You know, Man United are playing against Spurs this evening.
Yeah.
No side has beaten Pep Guardiola more times in the Premier League than Spurs. Which is fantastic news for us.
Man City are playing Spurs.
Man City.
Yes.
Yeah, not Man United.
Same rubbish.
Same Manchester.
Same rubbish.
The difference between men are motivated by their heroes. Women are motivated by their enemies.
Not really. The modern woman, first of all,
Mary won't pity me. She'll see. She will know.
Look at
She will know.
Look at her hair.
You know, I'm time for noticing. I'm noticing that she's wearing good shoes, but
Roy,
I'm not.
women have realized that we can't grow alone. You need other women supporting each other. We need to support each other for all the women to grow.
And that's what men have been doing for the last.
The only thing you guys do together is drink in the bar.
That's my point. Yes. Men have realized that you need to support each other for a long time. That's how you pay bills. Anyway, let's move on.
All right. What I want to discuss now is what next for Harambee Stars.
Okay.
Where?
We are out of AFCON qualification.
Where?
We have a CS who's sacking the coach, not even knowing what his contract, entails.
Exactly.
By the way, we haven't paid Engine Firat for how many months?
Are you serious?
We owe him so much money, Roy.
See,
if we sack him now, it's another lawsuit, and we'll be stuck with what happened to what's his name?
All the others.
That Algerian Frenchman
Yeah,
who we owed to 110 million shillings.
Exactly.
Who's the other coach? The coach who's been in sick and got a surgery and
Jan Kloops is a different issue. That's an issue with AFC Leopards.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the point is we defer our debts.
No, I think the biggest problem, and you find this even in government, whereby people start projects without having a plan, and it's actually illegal. You can be jailed for that.
No.
So how do you hire somebody, go and tell them to sign on the dotted line, and you had no intention of paying them, or if you had, you didn't plan for it?
This one is a Nick Mwendwa issue as still president for another 1 week or so, 2 weeks of FKF.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the one who should know how you're going to pay your president.
The problem
we often have the sports ministry coming in and saying we'll pay the national team coach. We don't know because the sports CS who was there is gone like us guys who he sacked after 4 months. But somebody somebody promised to pay Engine Firat and hasn't been paying him. So even as Murkomen sacks him, because Murkomen sacked him, but you're sacking somebody whose contract you don't know what. You've not gone through his contract.
Yeah. So the biggest problem is that, you see, government keeps stepping in because of public interest. But is it their job? Because where does the ministry's
it's okay. For me, it's okay if the sports ministry comes in and says we'll pay the national team coach, but then do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You rush to sack. You don't rush to settle your debts.
Okay.
Can I
even me, I'm owed money by the sports ministry. I worked for 4.5 months.
Hey, stop.
Ababu made us promises he never did.
The amount of guys who are owed chums in this town.
So even me, I'm owed money by the sports ministry.
Guys, let's be very fair here, guys. Yeah.
Which I know.
I'm trying to hear the fairness.
Can I be very fair here? Yeah, Carol. In this country, one of the biggest problems is there's no value in a contract.
Yeah,
because
it's not valuable even on the paper.
Let's go through it. When people violate contracts or violate agreements, we have very few people who have ever been punished for violating an agreement or a contract.
Roy,
until that happens,
our government ignores court orders, nothing happens.
I said until you actually have someone who gets in.
Roy,
can I use the word? Which ends with a T? Then
shirt.
You are wearing a shirt. A shirt.
You can see you failed in school.
Can I just spell it like a shirt?
Yes.
If you don't get in shirt with the way you're in problems in terms of SHRIET.
Roy, get to
if
the
you don't
point.
get to the point,
Because I also want to discuss the football.
Yes,
it's not only
I'm
about
just saying
the contract.
the problem is we have no respect for contracts. Until someone is in trouble for actually violating a contract, then don't actually effect contracts. You don't even need to waste time with them.
That aside, what next for Harambee Stars?
The biggest problem with Harambee Stars...
We have this team who have not performed.
Yes.
I don't think it is the players' fault. I don't blame the players, even though the players blame the media. By the way, one of them went and said it's the media. Anyway, that's another story.
Look. So, if you're going to pay peanuts, then you get what?
Monkeys.
You get monkeys. We are not investing enough in the national team, and I keep going back to what Brazil did. We can't be assembling guys from all over the world. They play
every 2 months,
every so often, to play friendlies, to play qualifiers. Look,
so that is a coaching issue.
It's a coaching and player management, because let the technical team deal with who they watch every week. You see, a guy could be in Norway or wherever, but he's sitting on the bench half the time. So is he really getting the game time to come and play, say, Congo? Yeah. DRC are going to assemble guys who play Ligue 1 football every week.
You know where Kieni has a point is, look at the teams that perform well in Africa, Senegal and what.
Exactly.
Remember when Cameroon used to perform very well? It's because they used to assemble the team for a longer period of time. When Cameroon started having a shorter period of assembly, look at Ghana, not even in an African Cup of Nations or whatever it is. You assemble the team so quickly, all over the country. It means you guys are not united as a nation.
Yep.
Brazil went through the same problem. They've seen a lot of countries, in the sense that if you don't respect what you're doing internally as a country, then
for
don't expect results.
Next step, grow local first, invest in football here.
I think you should actually choose the national team primarily from locals,
because that's what you're seeing.
That's where you start.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. No country does that. But there's no country in the world.
Yeah.
I think it's only Nigeria who attempted it.
Oh, my friend. Brazil did it.
And did well.
Brazil used to do it.
But most countries don't.
They don't.
Because
you know why?
Whether we like it or not, the best players in the world play in either England, Spain, or...
They're somewhere in Europe.
Germany, maybe Italy.
Carol, my point is this.
Whatever.
You know how they do it.
They go back and they play for the national team. All we need to make sure is our players who are playing internationally, monitor them.
Exactly.
Don't wait and just call them. Monitor what they're doing for their clubs.
So that even you know how to coach.
If we have the resources, send your people to go and watch their games. Because you only see England national team coaches going to Spain, going to whatever, to watch individual players.
You know why I don't
think you have to focus 100% on locally based players. Whereas, you know, even our locally based players were beaten the other day. I think, was it by Sudan? The ones who were supposed to play in Chan in February.
Wait, don't shout.
Guys, don't shout.
We just need to get the best collection of players to play for the national team, which I think we did. Mm-hmm. I don't think that was the problem.
Yeah.
The problem was the coach.
You are going back to the coach.
The problem was the systems. The problem was even things like infrastructure.
Funding.
The problem was we had so many problems. We just had so many problems.
But I do agree with Carol.
But the buck in this case, I think, stops with the coach.
Yeah.
Then the government needs to sort out the infrastructure so we can play home games at home. And then we also need to monitor all the players, whether they play locally or abroad. By the way, on an individual level, I don't have a problem with any player that was called up.
Okay, can I just agree with Carol on this, right? I just said that it starts with, first of all, making the bulk of the team locally based, one. Then later on, you keep adding the internationals.
Yeah.
Right? That was my argument, but I don't know. Brazil, that's how they did it.
Yeah.
Took the locals.
Germany did it also at some point.
Argentina did. Every team has done, keep it local, then start adding the internationals. Then secondly, where Carol has a point is the sense is about structure. But structure is, I don't think that we need to make structure. I think we don't respect.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We don't have
I don't think we have a football industry.
Good one.
The playground, all the sports fun and games, and the ukweli in between.